Welcome back, everyone. When you think of the Civil War, you usually think about the North and South battling it out. But a pretty big battle right here in South Texas shaped the future and culture of the border region. This morning we have Wilson Bourgeois and Ruben Cordova with the Cameron County Historical Commission to discuss a big symposium and reenactment that they're going to be hosting. Thank you so much for being here with us this morning, gentlemen.
Thank you for having us.
And Ruben, you're back this year with your Civil War garb once again, and we're excited because this is something that, dates back hundreds of years. Tell us about your outfit before we get into the other stuff.
This is a Union uniform. It's a cavalry uniform. That's why I'm wearing spurs and everything. This was typical of what most of the cavalry would use. There's other uniforms that were used, and you all can see that if you come down to the Dancy building.
Yeah, and that's coming up this weekend. And Wilson, there's a lot of rich history associated with some of the battles that took place right here in Cameron County during the Civil War.
Oh, definitely. Not just on the military aspect, also on the international relations aspect. Both countries, the Confederacy and the United States, were very interested in Cameron County and Brownsville, South Texas in general. And there was so much action going on with the consulates down in Matamoros. It's just extremely, extremely interesting.
And, parts of Mexico used to be a part of Texas, and then the Civil War played into all of this. So tell us about what you're going to be doing this weekend, because it's interesting. It's a great way to get people involved in the history here in South Texas.
This weekend we have our third annual Fall Symposium for the Civil War Sesquicentennial, and our main speaker is Dr. Townsend. He wrote a book specifically about the northern invasion of 1863 in South Texas, which is another little interesting tidbit. The only time in South Texas a foreign invader, since we were considered part of the Confederacy, actually took possession of South Texas. So it's an interesting aspect in that retrospect. But he will be speaking there. We'll have, of course, our reenactors doing static displays as well. We have door prizes, free tacos for the public. It is free of charge. We basically want people to come out, learn a little bit more about their community, get a little bit more involved with their community, and hopefully have a great time.
And it's so important because America's a fairly young country, but what we need to remember is that as Hispanics, this was part of Mexico at one point. So that's why there's so many Hispanics here.
Yes.
And so it's not something that should be unusual. It's something that should be celebrated.
Exactly. And it should be even more celebrated on the aspect of upon the division of from the Mexican-American War, of us literally becoming part of the United States. This was really, the Civil War was the first war that the Hispanic was able to fight for his new country, whether it be Confederacy and or the United States. Yes,
and make a huge difference. We want to thank you guys so much for coming out this morning. Again, you can find out all the details if you want to head to this event on valleycentral.com. Stay with us.